Have you ever been sitting on a bus or waiting in a checkout line, minding your own business, when suddenly a complete stranger starts talking to you? And they don't just talk about the weather, they tell you about their divorce. They tell you about the grief they are carrying. They tell you secrets they haven't even told their closest friends. You didn't ask for this. You didn't signal that you were open for business. In fact, you were probably hoping to be invisible. Yet, time and time again, you find yourself becoming the designated confession booth for the world. Society calls you approachable. They say you have a kind face. Your friends might even joke that you are an unpaid therapist. But in psychology, this isn't just about being nice. It is a specific resonance. You are not just a listener. You are an alchemist. And the reason people are drawn to you isn't because you are passive. It is because you have the rare ability to turn their lead into gold. The first reason this happens is something called the safety signal. Most people in society operate with a subtle layer of judgment. When someone speaks, most people are already formulating a reply, a critique, or a solution. Their ego is loud. But your ego is quiet. When you listen, you enter a state of radical neutrality. You don't listen to respond. You listen to understand. To a person who is drowning in their own chaos, your silence feels like a life raft. They don't see a person. They see a sanctuary. They unload on you because their subconscious recognizes that you are the only safe place to put it. But here is the deeper truth, and the reason it drains you. You aren't just a vault that stores their secrets. A vault is passive. You are active. When someone dumps their trauma on you, you don't just hear the words. You absorb the emotion. You feel the weight of their sadness, the jagged edge of their anger. You take that heavy, dark energy into your own system. You process it. You clarify it. And you hand it back to them lighter than it was before. This is alchemy. You are transmuting their confusion into clarity. You give them the validation or the perspective they couldn't find themselves. They walk away feeling healed. You walk away feeling heavy. This brings us to the most important point, the cost of the gold. You often feel exhausted by this gift. You feel used. You wonder why you have to carry everyone else's baggage when no one seems to carry yours. But understand this, you are not a doormat. You are a specialist. The ancient alchemists worked in solitude for a reason. Transforming energy is high-cost labor. If you feel drained, it is not because you are weak. It is because you have forgotten to close the lab. You are allowed to lock the door. You are allowed to put up a closed sign. Your empathy is a superpower, but it is also a finite resource. So the next time a stranger unloads their soul on you, recognize it for what it is. It is not an annoyance. It is a recognition of your power. They see the light in you that they cannot find in themselves. You are the alchemist. Just remember, you get to choose who you make gold for.